I was sitting next to him at this lunch. I asked Professor Pape why he thought the South Africans were able to end their conflict while the Israeli-Palestinian conflict just goes on and on. He replied 1989 was a pivotal year in global geopolitics as the Soviet Union collapsed that year. And he said he didn't see anything equivalent happening which could lead to a rapprochement between Israelis and Palestinians that might impact that conflict, in Israel, Gaza, the West Bank, and so on. I think my own personal view on the conflict is so, quote unquote, out there that conservative Jewish Israelis and their supporters, and someone like Prime Minister Netanyahu, him in particular, wouldn't even be able to comprehend what I advocate. I don't support a two-state solution. I don't see it as either ethical or conflict ending. I believe the only moral and ethical peacemaking solution is a secular one-state solution. This brings up another of my Israel teaching trips and recollections. Pardon. I'm almost done and we'll move on to the art. In 2002, in Jerusalem, I attended a talk moderated by the New York Times bureau chief who was at the YMCA. The talk was led by a Palestinian academic, Sari Nusseibeh, and a now deceased Israeli Jewish author named Amos Uz, spelled O-Z like Oz, pronounced Uz. I heard Uz speak once before at Seattle's Temple to Her Sinai in Capitol Hill some years ago. Nusseibeh and Uz grew up within several miles of each other in Jerusalem, like 1940s, but worlds apart. I recall only one thing from their talk which they agreed on. Israelis and Palestinians are not going to learn to love each other, but they have to learn to live with each other as neither side is going away. Right on. Amen.
Some people will begin to leave shortly because of the quiet of this gathering. They're not leaving because of you.